I'd like to call the Richmond Parks and Recreation Board to order. Read the mission statement. The Richmond Parks and Recreation Department provides for the positive development and well-being of the Richmond community through the provisions of parks, greenways, trails, and recreational programming and facilities while working in cooperation with other service providers and partners in the community to maximize all available resources. We have special guests. Is Laura a special guest you want to?
Yes, my item is it's under new business.
The C in new business.
Oh, okay. No. Then, has everybody read the minutes from last week? Can I hear a motion for approval?
We'll make a motion to approve the minutes from April 17th, 2025.
Here a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Superintendent report?
All right, you have that in your packet. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer those, but there is one thing I'd like to touch base on. On Tuesday, April 22nd, we had 225 students, the 6th grade class from Fetstead Immediate School, came over and did some great work here in the park. And there's 225 students, 25 to 30 staff and chaperones, and they planted trees. They revamped the flower bed up at Grand Boulevard. They picked up limbs, trash, and did quite a bit of work. And then they made this. Denise gave them all leaves and put their names and what they liked about the Earth Day. Oh, cool. I'm going to share that with order. So I want to thank Tess for their assistance on that day. It was a nice turnout. Any questions? No. Keep my report.
Any questions?
Okay.
For you?
You had that in your packet also. I wanted to touch on a couple of things. The staff's been very busy getting a pool ready. I don't know if anybody has been by there, but it is full, filtering. So we had a staple, which is great.
Good. Love that.
Talking about the pool, we'll be opening on Saturday, May 24th, the 2025 season. We have 25 returning lifeguards now and 11 in class for a total of 36 lifeguards. And we were contacted by a citizen, which from the address is down the street from the pool. And she requested that maybe we consider doing a adult night or adult time frame at the pool, so adults can come and enjoy the pool without the a lot of the activities. So we developed a program. I sat down and figured out the only thing we had available was Monday and Wednesday books that were booked solid with swim lessons, JUCO, the regular pool day. So starting on June 2nd and ending on Wednesday, July 30th, we're going to have a 50 and overs night. To enter, you must be 50 or over. IDs will be required. So the cost will be $6, or you can buy a season pass for $80. Roughly, I believe it's like 32 times you could come if weather permitting in that time frame. So if you plan on coming every day, I would advise getting the season pass. But we're going to attempt it. Andrea contacted us, and she told her, I said, well, see if there's interest. She jumped on Facebook last weekend. This just developed in the last few days. And saw it, saw the comments. She says she has over 100 plus people that's interested. So we're gonna give it a try. Several years ago, I think you were on the board when Karen Montgomery said, why don't you have a family night? So we started family nights and it's straight done, so.
JC, the pixel true to feet.
Sounds good. I had a question for Jim.
Not a question, I just know.
What was it that you won?
I just remember it wasn't all that long ago when we were having a really, really hard time filling positions at the pool. It seems like it's going fantastic. So congratulations on that.
This has been a very, yeah.
Oh, yeah, comment also, and I want to thank Jim for taking me around last week. We spent 2 hours traveling around to the various parks, and he introduced me to a number of people. I had already been to your place, so I didn't need to go there. But it was most enjoyable. I learned a lot, and I was glad to be able to do that.
Yes.
That's good.
Okay, division reports. I see him is not here. Does anybody have any questions that we can relay to her? On the financial side? Nothing on golf.
CP.
On the finance side, yeah, I noticed that, I always have questions in there. Trying to figure out where we're at, the scheme of things, budget-wise. It's, as you go through the year more, obviously, there's a little more data to go by. So we've got 3 months, which is 25% of the year. So if you start looking at the percentages on both income and expense side, you do have an idea, a ballpark where we're at. And I noticed that we're pretty good shape in terms of being at or under budget on most of our accounts. So that viewpoint seems to make a difference, at least for me, to determine what we are. So, Kim, are you on that?
Okay. Becky, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Only for 4 minutes. No, just I'll make it less of a madness. Well, we had a really busy month in April. We had our Earth Day too, which was super well attended. The Purdue Master Gardener did a great job. Our e-bikes ride, and we had the ribbon cutting ceremony, which was a nice blessing for that. People rode bikes, and the Reed is donating to us helmets, 3 at each size, which is very cool to wow on. Because I was hoping for 1 of each size, but no, you get 3, so that will be great. And we're in the process right now of our checkout system for it. So got a lot of interest today at the health fair. It's at First Banks, that's what it's called now. The center there, I was at the health fair there, and tons of people ask about the e-bikes and when they could come ride them and what they were doing it. So it's going to be a really good thing. And our Couch to 5K is moving right along. We're getting ready for week 7 next Monday, and we still have a lot of people hanging in, even with the rain last week, which was pretty, I didn't think a lot of people would do it, but they did, and we all like ducks, and it's good. Our outdoor tables and chairs have arrived. Thank you for getting those there put together. And now this allows us to do programming outside in the Tranquility Garden. And we can also start using we have a mini Frisbee golf area so that we can learn to play Frisbee golf so we don't slow down the people that already know how to play. So that gives us more impetus to be out there, because now people say, oh, I could actually sit. And yes, you can. So we're excited. The blood drive was good. Earlham students came. I love this. There were 2 sets that came. We learned some Japanese and learned how to write it. That was awesome. And then we also learned a contrast comparison between 3 countries and how they treat their seniors. And that was very interesting to hear when we talked about it for days, that we're not that far off from a lot of other countries and what we do. And So that was kind of a surprise in some ways because we expected to be different. And the other thing, what else did we learn besides the Japanese? We have one more thing. Oh, Latin. That was really great. We hope he makes the student that came makes a crossword puzzle in Latin because we thought that would be awesome for us to do the way it plays out. So Stephanie, our intern from Cincinnati State, she's doing a tremendous job there. She gave a program in April, and she just gave this other one yesterday, and the people that took her class were so excited about it. They're like, can she come back and do this into a 7-week course? I said, well, I have to figure out how to pay to do it. And they're like, we'll buy gift cards if she'll just come and hand her a gift card to me. So they really like what she's doing, and it was just really good because we leave April, everything in May is about me. That's it, not me, but about each person, because most of us don't slow down enough to take time to remember who we are and what we like, what we dislike, because we get busy raising our kids and our grandkids and doing jobs and things. And so yesterday was our first beginning class in that, and it was really good. So we still have new people joining. I don't know what's happening, but we have a lot of new people, and we're excited. We're growing. That's fun. That's exciting. And I hope you'll all come down one day around and eat by. We look kind of fun out there, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough. I've decided if I buy them all year long, I'm going to buy one for myself and start riding to work because it would just be worthy. So, do you have any questions about what we're doing or anything?
Well, Jim and I, that was one of our stops, was the senior center. Unfortunately, you were out of the bar.
I was past
Chair.
I was just out. So, well, I hope you like see what you saw down there. We have tremendous amount of things going on. We made connections today that I'm excited about. A couple new programs in the future from the health fair connections. I was like, oh, could you come do this and do that? And ways we can grow and then apply even for other grants by joining with people so that we can not be defeated by cuts, but rather enhanced by them. So we're going to do that. So.
I would like to be a few years younger so I could take advantage of that basketball court.
Oh.
I like that.
Now, wait a minute. Somebody just turned 89 and still runs up and down that court all the time.
For this.
So it's all relative. Actually, I kind of, when he comes in, I like to stand in his wake and say, can I have some of that, whatever it is. You know, they're 20 years, I'll be able to still do something. But we have all ages, and that's the nice thing, and all capabilities. And even with someone comes in and isn't ready to do other things, they sit and they have conversations that are amazing. And so we grow that way. So we're always in movement, which is nice. Yeah, so thank you.
Report. Okay, having a farmer's market, we just got that report, so yeah. If you have questions, get back for it. Any board concerns and comments?
I will say that I'm on the board of the Chamber of Commerce and went to their Everyday Counts event the other night, which was a ton of fun. But they mentioned that the Parks and Recreation Department helped do some stuff over there, some setup, and I think brought some games or something. So I just want the community to know that even in ways that we don't talk about in the community or they don't see, this Parks Department is a great partner to lots of organizations. So thank you.
Sure. If I saw that, understood the the budget correctly, it showed me that the farmer's market has already surpassed its revenue for the year by about $2,000, if I read that correctly. Like $81,000 is what the revenue has been already. So they're doing what they are.
That's great. And it is a fantastic job.
Okay, delegation correspondence, old business, new business. We need approval of contract number 68-2025 to McAllister in the amount of $33,519 to purchase an electric scissor lift.
Yes, this is much needed equipment that we've been wanting to get for a long while and benefit us in numerous ways. It's a 40-foot height, goes up to 40 feet, so we can do a lot with it. Other things down in Surgeonette and other areas. So it's
Okay, so it'll be a multi-purpose.
multi-purpose, yeah.
Okay, you'll have it traveling around where it needs to be.
Today.
Okay. Where will it live? When
It'll live here at the marine itself.
Okay.
Any questions?
Is this purchase coming out of the, like the general fund, the 801?
I mean, so yeah.
That's what I assumed for most of them, but. Nothing else from
Let's entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Approved. Okay, then we need an approval for a contract 70-2025 to Deere and Company doing business as Koenig Equipment, Inc. in the amount of $121,584.54 to purchase 2 zero-turn and 2 front deck mowers.
Once again, much needed. Either a mower to replace some of our older ones that keeps getting repaired on repairs on repairs. So, and once again, wish we had these today also.
We will eat when we
We will convert them now, so could be July. So we're open. They west by that.
So that's through Mercamps. Yeah, at 38th Street. Very.
No, it's not birthday. It's not birthday.
Cody's
Cody's. I know, but it's
Yeah,
through Mercamp. It's from Kennewick through them. They're there.
Oh, really? Okay.
The quote was even written by Mercamp.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that they didn't do deer. That's why I said it. Okay. Entertain a motion to approve.
Let's see, I did have one question. The quote on that expired on April 18th. Is that significant?
That else.
They're honoring that war. Okay. That was my only question. Mr. President.
I'll make a motion to approve contract 70-2025.
Here a second.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The approval of contract 71-2025 to Davy Resource Group in the amount of $118,255 to provide professional and consulting services in connection with a comprehensive tree inventory. And now, R.
So the proposed agreement with Davy Resource Group will equip the city of Richmond with a comprehensive GIS-enabled inventory of every public tree on city-maintained property, including right-of-way trees, municipal facilities, and maintained areas of our park system, so the MODA areas. Ensuring accurate baseline data to guide maintenance, risk assessment, and future planting initiatives. In addition to field data collection, the contract provides implementation of Davy's industry-leading tree keeper software, offering a centralized platform to monitor tree health, schedule routine inspections, and generate customizable reports and hands-on training for our staff to guarantee seamless adoption and sustained proficiency. So this will hopefully be a tree management software program that will be used citywide. And included in the grant was this for 3 years. The project is fully funded and paid for by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources Community and Urban Forestry Grant. It's a pass-through Inflation Reduction Act funding. And by partnering with Davy Resource Group, the city will gain critical insights into the condition and distribution of its urban forests and build the internal capacity to management more efficiently and proactively for years to come. And I have the proposal with me, and I have one of these I would like to take it, that's about 30 cages, very comprehensive, but we will have a crew of arborists coming over mostly from Indy, approximately for about a month to do the inventory.
Any questions for Laura?
Yeah, a couple. Who's going to manage that source? Is it going to report to you? Is it going to report to GMs? Who are they responsible to?
So it will ultimately be the Street Tree Commission as in charge of executing the grant. Thomas Hill and I are working together on the grant as well. So we have all of us going through the Street Tree Commission, and the street department is very involved. And Bailey, the new head of the tree crew over there, is on board with this too. So it's all the departments are aware and will be working together.
The reason I ask is that this is a comprehensive activity for the whole city. And I was curious, as the Park and Recreation Board, we're signing this contract, or you are president. So I wondered, the channeling of that through the park department would indicate to me that the leadership or the management of this process should be the park department.
Well, I think that initially that's where it has come from, is that we've been working with Davie Resource Group through the Parks Department and Denise for years. We started this partnership with them in 2021, I think, when they did the pilot inventory. So there's actually like a contract of services on file already with Davie. This was just approving the new work that they're going to be doing. So I think it was based on that original, how the contract was in there. But it's ultimately, so the Street Tree Commission has authority, excuse me, over all publicly owned trees that are not parks trees. So that's how it's written in the code, is that parks trees are excluded from the Street Tree Commission's authority. So it is a joint effort to be able to still have prioritizing the parks, and we'll be able to do the mowed and maintained areas, but I think not necessarily the lines. If there is additional funding, this proposal is for approximately 12,500 trees is what their GIS software is going to estimate it and what we're working on. That includes trees and then planting sites. So we chose not to have them do stumps because that's already something that street department's working on and aware of. So we're spending the money trying to find as much tree data as we can. So if there's extra time, then we're going to ask them to go through the woods too, but getting everything in the maintained areas first.
The contract's through April of 2028. Although the inventory is going to be done now, the software, will have access to the software as part of this for 3 years or space.
Correct. Yes, it's a 3-year software, and that also includes training for us on the software.
Is that inventory, that software, what's the scope of availability to see that? Is that something?
We'll be able to have a public dashboard. There's other communities that we'll have certain things that are public and they'll keep public.
Would you keep us updated? Because I find that extremely interesting, and I'd like to stay on top of that
So,
myself.
after we get the contract approved, the next step will be setting up a kickoff meeting with Davie, and they will come here, and it'll be there will be a meeting when the crew gets into town with the people that will be doing the inventory, and Ann Flint, who is the lead for Indiana. So they will be on site to answer questions and to go over logistics and how all of this will work. So I'll make sure that everyone's invited to that meeting.
Thank you, Laura. Just a housekeeping thing. The contract how I get into this minutia, but the contract says Mike Foley, superintendent, not board president. So that should be changed. The contract itself. Look at this contract.
I think when Mike signs the contract, he can scratch out superintendent and original
President and initial, but
Yeah.
okay, that's, I think it meets Robert's rules, right? So, okay. All right.
No more? Any other questions? Okay, see, we still need to approve. Entertain a motion to approve a contract 71, 2025.
So moved.
Your second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And we have a, thank you, Laura. We have contract 76-2025 to Vermeer Midwest in the amount of $50,632.86 to purchase a 2025 wood chipper.
Once again, much needed piece of equipment on our wood chippers, the color of the diamonds. So we're getting a modern version that will be chipping away.
This also falls under just the general park maintenance. Yeah.
Any other questions? Then I entertain a motion to approve contract 76-2025.
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? It's approved. Any other business that we need to discuss? I entertain a motion for approval or for dismissal.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second that motion.
All in favor? Aye. We're done.